Without taking any objects with you, how could you impress a caveman? Save them 16% on their car insurance. Impossible. Doing that thumb thing where you split it in half. You would then get your skull bashed in with a rock. Edit, thanks for the silver. My first award ever. This would probably be true to any answer. Breakdance battle, then get him in an arm bar. I don't know how to do either thing, so I'll have to learn before I go back in time. Wait, you're telling me you can go back in time? Depending on how far back, making and using simple tools could be enough. What tool can you make? A simple fire starter and a bludgeon, at least from experience. Perspective drawing. Yeah, I think demonstrating advanced drawing skills of any kind is a great answer here. I can draw a very detailed erection. Show them intelligence and top-shelf humor simultaneously. Carve out large containers, char the insides. Scrub them clean with very hot sand and a bit of water. Use them to ferment fruit into alcohol. While it's fermenting, I'd make a small clearing next to a river and start planting the best seeds there. The best seeds of what? Also, fermentation is a very old technology. They'd already know how to do that. The best seeds. The biggest. No one knows seeds like you/Armisen. No one. The cavemen would come to him, big men who'd never cried before, and they would come to him crying and say, "Thank you, sir, for the seeds. They are the best." The Macarena. I think the bird song would be better, it would be more relatable for them. Baby shark. Didn't say you had to impress them in a good way. We would probably impress them even without trying. Just with the sheer amount of body fat. The remaining hunters and gatherers are usually very, very lean, and even someone with BMI 23 would be considered a fatty. They'd either kill you for taking all the food or make you show them the best hunting spots. And then kill you for killing all the food. Based on what I've seen of contemporary primitive peoples, they are very welcoming and open to learning from outsiders. I think as long as you don't display any signs of aggression or ill will, primitive humans would be very curious about you and want to touch you everywhere and learn about who you are and where you came from. You definitely want to eat their food and not refuse it, and probably the same with their women, if offered. The exception is the Sentinelese people, who are ridiculously hostile to outsiders. I would do that thing where you twist your palms together and wiggle your middle fingers. Edit. Wow. I was working on my boat all day and came home to this being my highest ever comment. Lamau. Thanks for the upvotes, fellow Redditors. Weird human possessed by ghost. Gets beaten with a rock. I feel like the real answer here is to make sure you have a bigger rock before showing them something. Impress him by being alive without knowing how to make fire or hunt. Wow, Doman must be sacred monkey, stay alive, no food. Okay, sacred monkey, we go get food, you not need, bye, please come back, I'm starving. Goodbye, sacred monkey, pick up the heavy rock. I think that would resonate with them. I can even lift this heavy rock. /inhales / is that A gets killed before I can complete my sentence / tough, because there's the bit about me being a stranger to them, the language barrier, and the complete lack of common understanding between us. The sling and the spear thrower predate humans living in caves in significant numbers, so I'd expect cavemen to already have those things. In fact, it's thought they also had the bow and arrow, though it didn't break through to the big time until 3000 BC in Egypt. Mastery of fire predates humans as a species. Given that I'd have Stone Age technology to work with, and be dependent on the cave people for even that, I don't think I could impress them at all. Impress them with ineptitude. I think the most important thing would be to figure out how to communicate will work for food and shelter. Won't go after your women and then bide your time until you understood the language and had the hang of a few locally relevant skills. You get over that major hurdle, and you can probably do all sorts of wonderful things with your future knowledge. Instead of impressing the cavemen, carve pictures of UFOs and aliens into their caves just to screw with modern archaeologists. Draw the cool S. This is the best answer so far. Infect them with all the modern contagions I'm bringing back. Edit, I would like to use this opportunity to disavow the spending of real currency on fake internet stickers. Get smallpox in return. Edit, yes I know, some people were still vaccinated, largely decades ago. Feel free to be the 10th person to comment that. Smallpox is just an example, there are many diseases modern people wouldn't have any immunity against. The ultimate exchange. Build a trebuchet. There's all you need right there. I'd build an airplane and show them how to fly. I'd build the internet and show them anime. Show the ladies my clean-shaven balls. Big man have baby balls. No snoo snoo. I read that in Ragnarok Hulk's voice. I have a lot of dumb tattoos. Studies show that early humans were also into tattoos. We could compare and contrast and mix our styles. What constitutes a dumb tattoo? Social security number on your forehead. Doing the moonwalk. I'm not exactly a caveman, and I'm still impressed by a well-done moonwalk. Not exactly beatboxing, much like in today's world, you'd just get hit in the face to make it stop. I'd do a cartwheel. I can't imagine they had been invented yet and I'm pretty okay at them. Wasn't running not invented until 1612 by Thomas Running? I would just show them how to run. He tried to walk twice. I'm a good artist, so if I can access some berries, or ash or something like that, I could draw a realistic portrait of them. Edit, I keep getting people telling me they wouldn't recognize their own face. I know that's not really the point, I should have just said realistic art, I just prefer portraits. I just thought they would be impressed to see a realistic drawing of a human's face, and even if they don't recognize their own face they can recognize their friend's face. Also, instead of using natural materials, I found I could also just carve it into stone with a sharp rock. That would easily work too. I do prefer line art. He stole my soul. Kill with rock. How is this the inevitable outcome for all possible scenarios? By being 6'1", with no body or facial hair and pale AF skin. Why giant baby so long? From that day forward, long baby was prominently featured on all the cave drawings in the area, baffling future scientists. Show them my mouthful of tilde mostly, white, straight tilde teeth. Edit, people fixating on oral hygiene, sugar, cavities, etc. I meant actually keeping all your teeth, physically intact, throughout adulthood. Accidents, injury, fights, wear and tear from using your teeth as cutting tools are all going to physically damage your teeth. Get punched in the mouth to make them go away. He picks up the fallen teeth and adds them to his necklace. A fine addition to my collection. Just be there, I have no right being as hairless and freakishly tall and scrawny as I am. A corpse's walk. Smashes you head in with a rock. #BONK. Intense air guitar. They would have no idea what the fuck you were doing. Sure they would. They've already met Bill and Ted, remember? Edit, excellent. Honestly, I just have to hope that having blue eyes is novel enough to make me interesting. Probably yes, a ferret is a relatively recent mutation. Who you calling a mutant? Flash in my boobs. A timeless choice, thumbs up. Why does crazy woman keep her baby feeders covered, and why is she uncovering them for me? Does she think I am baby? Gets beaten with rock. Lay down flat on my back with an erection and tell time via sundial. That would be crazy to get a tattoo with the times in a circle around your dick and just drop you pants and check the time. The only disadvantage is you have to carry a compass with you. Invent the wheel or some other revolutionary simple invention. Edit, okay, the wheel was an example of a primitive invention. In reality I would observe his life and do my best to create something that could make his life easier, like if he didn't have nets for fish. Caveman in Cave Talk. Why does this nerd think we don't know how to make a circle? The wheel is easy, whatever it attaches to is the hard part. Given the wheels I probably couldn't construct anything useful like a cart that's more efficient than just carrying the actual items themselves. With my weak-ass physical form, the man would be amazed how I survived and wasn't eaten by wild hedgehogs. You used them to make a funny point, but wild hedgehogs are actually quite vicious. They take hundreds of lives each evening, a little nap, and then hundreds more in the early hours of dawn. They're evil incarnate. It's first grade, SpongeBob.